BBC Radio. That's not how you do an intro. This is an intro.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BBC Radio CAD, episode 21.
21, I think. I have nothing to do with my life.
Yes, we don't. Neither of us do. So anyway, welcome. It's bonfire night today.
Woo!
Well, in fact, tonight actually. This is pretty good actually. Anyway, I'm Chris Pratt as always.
And I'm Mary Skinley.
As always.
Yeah.
So anyway, I mean, this has probably been like, apart from earlier this year, like the furthest we've been from doing an episode. It's been about 2 months. Over 2 months. New episode.
We've both had lots of stuff to do, so.
But still, it's good back doing stuff that we actually enjoy.
Yeah.
So, yes. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. Let's move on to our first thing, as always. It's the Daily
Attack! Top story is today that we have no top story.
Yes! There's not been any real top stories. It's all been little middle stories.
Yeah.
So, let's screw the top story and go to the middle stories. That's the first time we've done that. 20 episodes and we never did that.
Huh?
And now we actually have no top story because they're all as equal as each other.
Yeah.
From the very funny to the dangerously odd.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's move on to starting off with our good friend of nature politics. Our current Prime Minister, David Airbrush, has actually just contracted his personal photographer to his cabinet.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a bit freaky, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, what does he do? When he wants to, like, take pictures of him naked, like, does that count as a pornographer Prime Minister?
Well, if so, then those videos will be sent straight to Jackie Smith's husband, who says they're very good. But no, I don't, like for example, this webcam thing that he done. You know, he only done it in the run-up to being Prime Minister.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do it anymore. He doesn't do it anymore. So I thought, oh, now we know he just done it to become Prime Minister. And one of the episodes has got him cleaning dishes.
Yeah.
Cleaning dishes. He's talking to the camera, and his children are just going, "Daddy, can we play?" The sayings, and he just goes, "Not now. I'm doing something." He's washing dishes and talking to his personal photographer camera person.
Yeah.
It's like, you have enough time to play with your children, don't you? Or are you that stupid?
I can't believe he's too busy, like, doing the dishes. I mean, he's supposed to be running the country. What's he doing washing dishes?
I know. That is a bit weird. But you know, knowing him, he would have probably got his butler to do it.
Yeah.
Of course, maybe his butler had the day off.
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably at that point, probably the rest of the time, it'd be, "Hello, I'm David Cameron. But you can call me David Cameron, your leader, Prime Minister and ruler of the world. Now here's my butler. You can call him Jives or Hi, Jives! Oh, I hate my life, I hate my life, I hate my life, I hate my life. Shut up, Jives. I hate my life, I hate my life, I hate my life. Sire. Anyway, but as I was saying, yeah, he's actually signed his own... I just don't get that. They're saying, oh, we're going to cut down. Or they're going to say they're going to cut down on employees' wages. How the hell can they? What's the point of a bleeding photographer for?
Exactly.
This photographer is being signed, actually, for over 55 grand a year.
Is that much more than football players get?
No. No, that's much less. Because they normally get that much a week. But still, yeah, that's still enough. Like, I think that all politicians, all they do, right, sit down, stand up, talk bollocks,
And get rich.
Get rich, and then sit down again.
Yeah. I think politics is an overrated
Oh, it's definitely overrated. Yeah, we're definitely getting into like the bigger swear words now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, as I said, we were talking about this. We were actually talking also the fact that people gave David Cameron gifts when he came into 10 Downing Street. You know, you've got people like the Italian Prime Minister. Yeah, the Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi, right? Gave him something. I can't remember what it was. I think it was an iPad. Give him an iPad. David Cameron's looking for the apps on it. It's like you're looking at apps. Where's the Photoshop? Where's the video editor? Where's all the editing stuff? Right. Put my face in light and now airbrush it. Sort of like that. Just give that. But you thought, okay, Berlusconi obviously thought to give him a few prostitutes.
Yeah.
But ended up giving him an iPad. You know, you would have thought David Cameron, when Berlusconi stayed in office, would have given him, I don't know, maybe a whore or so. The one problem is that Jordan was not available to comment.
Yeah.
So yeah, poor Berlusconi.
Yeah.
You got to think he's 70 or 72, right? 73 or so, right? But he can still sleep with people who are like 20, and you think it made me sick. But you got to think
He's got it made.
that is impressive. It's like I think I've heard of it. I think he's got at least 5 beds in his house.
It's like Quagmire, bump into everything
It's
and
like
the
Quagmire.
bed comes down.
You had to use the Family Guy reference. Yeah, Quagmire. I would love that if Quagmire actually was Silvio Berlusconi. It would be like, hey, do you want me to shout you on the bed, giggity? It'd be sort of that thing. It'd be horrible. But anyway, moving on, because we've talked about David Cameron for quite a long time.
Yep.
So let's move on to more stuff. To football. News on football is that Wayne Rooney, Manchester United's ape, is currently, actually, he said that he's thinking of leaving Manchester United, and then the week later signed a contract for £250,000 a week. That's £1 million a year. No, that's £1 million a month, sorry. £12 million a year he's earning. And there are poor sods like me, who only get 480 quid a year.
Well, have you no respect for the people on the front line fighting for our country?
Yeah, I know. We should stick Wayne Rooney on the front line.
Yeah.
Stick him on the front line, give him the biggest gurning face ever, right? And all the Afghanistani people will just leg it. He's going, oh my god, it's a win, Rooney, run! They'll leg it, they'll run away, and Rooney's just like, I'm gonna kick some ass in a minute. I'm gonna headbutt somebody.
There's a female prostitute.
But yeah, anyway, on to more. Sorry, that was a very bad impression of Wayne Rooney.
Yeah.
It sounded more like Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on to more stuff. More news is that Tottenham Hotspurs, the traitors of England, are they actually beat Inter Milan a few days ago, which is a bit freaky because Inter Milan, of course, I think they won the Champions League last year. And, yeah, I just can't believe the Tottenham, the traitors, have won it.
Yeah.
They beat Inter. It gets on to the fact that it's just getting too stupid now. It's like Liverpool are still in very bad trouble.
Yeah.
Why? Because they suck. Even though they did beat Napoli last night. 3-1. But never mind. To be perfectly honest, it was Gerrard 2 fluky free kicks. That's it. Anyway, on to more news.
Yeah.
Aaron.
Apparently, is there a new Saw coming out, or that it was like the people who made Saw is called Torture? But have you seen Saw, Chris?
Vaguely, yeah?
Huh. What traps have you seen?
Oh, loads. Loads. But anyway, yeah, this is the story about movies.
Yeah.
We rarely do movies ever since Avatar. But, of course, there's been 3 big movies that have been coming out recently. One, of course, is Jackass 3D.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, we've got Saw 3D, which will be the last one. So I can probably guess that the Jigsaw Killer dies at the end.
He died anyway, didn't he?
Yeah, but he died, but he came back.
No, he got shot, didn't he?
No, he didn't. He got cut. He got his throat cut open by Jeff Denton in Saw 3. After both him and Amanda killed his wife. She got shot, and he got cut. But he came back!
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you're like Freddy Krueger then, aren't you? You die, and you come back. It's like, for example, A Nightmare on Elm Street they brought back, of course.
Yeah.
With not the original person playing Freddy Krueger, completely different now. So that's already come out on DVD, actually, and on Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
Honestly, what the hell is up with Blu-ray?
I know, what the f***?
I'll tell you what's even worse, actually, right? I saw, right, this is true, right? I saw an advert, right, for the release of Beauty and the Beast for Blu-ray.
No, what are they doing now?
No. It is the actual film that they brought out years and years and years and years ago. They're just trying to make more profit out of it. There's got to be some nerd out there who's got, yeah, I've got the extended edition of Beauty and the Beast, the normal version, and I've recorded it off ITV1, and then I've got the DVD and the DVD with special effects, and now I've got the Blu-ray, and I've also got the DVD with better graphics. It's like, enough with it! It's like when they brought back Bambi.
Yeah.
Bambi was made in the 40s.
Now we can see Bambi's mother actually be killed.
Oh,
All we heard was a gunshot.
They never did that though. It was always an off-screen killing.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I didn't think she did get killed. I think she just like just went to the quickest pub bar near where she was.
I was going to just go, give me another drink. My fucking siblings pissing me off as always.
She just abandoned it.
Yeah.
I think it was just a plot. I mean, she phoned her friend to just shoot a
Yeah.
gun.
Well, of course, in the old day, if it was 70 years later, right, Bambi would have been chucked in a bin.
Yeah.
It would have been, wouldn't it? It's like, Mom, where are you? In the bin.
Oh.
Get in the bin. I mean, what would it have been? And the third film is, of course, Knucklehead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you weren't expecting us to say Knucklehead, did you? Featuring our good friend, The Big Show. Playing a sort of Lenny character of Mice and Men.
Yeah.
You seen Of Mice and Men, Aaron?
I did. He got shot in the end, didn't he?
Yeah, that's a bit stupid, really.
That's it. That's where the gunshot come from Bambi.
Yeah, of course it was, yeah. That was obvious, wasn't it? It wasn't... Hunter didn't shoot Bambi's mother. It was George shooting Lenny.
Yeah.
Of course it was. Problem solved. Bambi's mum is still alive. She's currently...
in a bar in
in a bar playing devil's advocate.
Woohoo!
In Western Africa.
Actually, I think she's turned into a pair of Prada shoes now.
Probably, yeah. with a head stuffed and then put in David Cameron's study room.
Yeah. Hung up on the wall.
Hung up on the wall alongside, I don't know, Evel Knievel's helmet, and probably, I don't know, Pepe Le Pew. Of course, Pepe Le Pew tried to sort of do the thing with David Cameron's wife, and of course, David Cameron had him shot, and then shot Pepe Le Pew. And that didn't happen either. But yeah, good story.
Yeah.
Good story. See, as we were saying like on news, we were saying basically the big one. The big one is, of course, Saw 3D. You know, that's coming. I mean, they've done 6 to date at the moment. You know, each of them apparently getting more brutal by the second, or getting brutal by the films.
Seriously, I think they're for the last, going out with a bang. I think they're gonna go like the worst trap you could ever do, known to man.
Yeah, well, that's nuts. They've had a few. I can remember a few.
Well, that's the thing. The worst thing you can ever do to torture Britain is to put David Cameron on president.
Yeah, that's a good
Prime
thing.
Minister.
I'd love that. I'd love that. It was just going, hello, blah blah blah.
And now, the worst trap of all. David Cameron is your Prime Minister.
And he will talk to you 24/7 on web Cameron. That'd be the best. No, torture. This would be great torture. David Cameron talking to Jeremy Kyle about people. Just them talking. Just go, yeah, people. Just like, no, okay, I'll do the test. I'll chop my own head off. Right? Because it'd be the only person apart from that guy, I think, in one of the Saws who actually just stayed there. There was one guy in one of the Saws which actually, he was a suicidal guy, right? And he was being put in a game. And it was like a time limit one, as they all are. Mm-hmm. It was like if you die, and then so if the timer goes, if you die, and he didn't bother do the test. He just stood there, just went, "Hurry up, Jigsaw!" I would love it if there was one that just went, "Hurry up, Jigsaw! Come on, I've got a wedding at 2:30."
Well, actually, I haven't. I'm gonna die, aren't I? In like 9:45.
It's like I guess we sort of done our own version of Saw when we were in Afghanistan, didn't we?
Yeah.
The dynamite and the knackers. That was a bit nuts.
Yeah.
You know? It was like that guy who got his balls burnt in a furnace.
Nah. That was nice.
That was a nice, or the ribcage one.
Oh.
Spare ribs, anyone?
What about that one where like that girl's in the ice chamber, and every
yeah.
second she's gonna get sprayed by
She gets
water.
frozen though. So in fact, there would be a complete sicko who'd actually jack off to that.
Yeah. I'm sure there's someone.
There's got to be someone out there. Someone out there, right, has watched Saw. Maybe it's Jackie Smith's husband.
Yeah.
Right, is that they brought Saw home. They've watched that segment, right, and they've just, well,
Done their business.
Done their business with it. I would love it, right, if like the guy who just walked past when she was like frozen to death just went like this. Right, here we go. It's like, yeah, you're like that. You're naked. You're white, so you look like Seamus. But well, here we go. That'd be freaking. That'd be even worse than being in a game.
Yeah.
Being in a game is to be dead and have someone jack off to you while you're there, frozen.
Well, the creators must have smoked some bad shit to think of that.
Yeah. It's like, well, to be honest, I don't think they've smoked anything. I think they're just a bit sadistic and sick.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the director of Saws 1, 2, and 3, is dead. I wonder if he got put in a game.
Yeah.
It's like, for creating Saws 1, 2, and 3, you are now in a trap where you must watch My Little Pony for 24 hours.
No!
If you survive, you can create Saw 5. But if you lose, you will die. Game over. Oh, God.
No, watching loose women 24/7.
Oh, God, no. Loose women talking about men. You go, oh, you know, I hate men. No, I hate men more. I hate men. And when a man comes, no,
If I was a time traveller, I'd go back to when that incident, you know, that devastating incident where I could just change it. Loose women.
I'll just put the cast of loose women in the nerve gas chamber.
Oh yeah.
In the nerve gas chamber, and what was it? Saw 4, that was? In the nerve gas chamber. Hello, loose women, I want to play a game. You're a man, aren't you? Yes. Oh, we hate you! Shut up. Well, what's going to happen is well, actually, no. I'm going to rig this now. You're not going to be able to get out because, well, you've been a menace to television for ages. So now you're going to just, well, sort of die here. Sorry. Goodbye. There's been some freaky traps in there, aren't there?
Yeah.
There was that barbed wire wrist one. That was not in the rack.
Oh.
The rack.
Oh, the clam.
The clam.
Yeah, the one where it's like one platform there full of like spikes, and the same on the other side.
The Venus flytrap.
Yeah.
Yeah. That. But he ripped his own eye out.
Why? How did that help?
I think it was the fact that there was a key, that they'd put the key for the trap in the back of his head, and he had to rip his own eye out to get at it. It's sadistic.
Yeah.
It is sadistic, but it's ingenious. That's it. The rack trap. They had to choose the biggest, fattest slob to be on the rack. You know, it's like when he got his limbs ripped off, there was fat everywhere. There was fat and grease everywhere from his last chicken con carne.
You know, there's people that stole fats from the last.
Yeah, him.
I'm sure.
It was him. I bet it was them. By the way, this is backtracking from a previous episode from about over a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it was like, we are the Peruvian people who are here just to kill the fat people. So we're gonna rip your limbs off.
And steal your fats.
Yeah, and steal your fat. Instead of just injecting it out of you, we're gonna put you in a game. We decided to employ the Jigsaw Killer because ever since he died in Saw 3, then he's sort of been lost for a job. So he's sort of been hired by people. Talking about people, how did that? I still can't believe that woman got away. That
yeah.
woman how did she get away? She must be the first person ever who actually came in the studio and went back out again. Apart from the fact that Stephen Fry nicked my bagel a year ago and then left.
Yeah. Well, basically, I don't think. Well, she left the room, but I didn't think she made it out of the building alive.
You employed Jigsaw, didn't
Yeah.
you? Oh God. You two are mates, aren't you?
Yeah, we're like that.
You're his new apprentice, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
You're gonna be in Saw 3D, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're gonna get killed at the end.
Yeah. Oh,
at least we sorted that out.
Saw presenters, please hire me, because I'd love to be in a trap. Please, I know it sounds psychotic and menacing,
and
but
sick.
I'd love to be this.
Okay, how about this one then? How about this one? Like James Bond in that weird one with the laser, but instead of a laser, we just put in a chainsaw.
Oh.
That would be irony. That'd be irony. But I've seen some of the trailers for Saw 3D, and it
just jams.
Yeah, and it just includes one guy, right, getting sawn in half. You know, like one of those weird, when you chop a tree down, and the tree goes into this thing, and it gets into a bandsaw, and it chops in half. Someone's tied someone to one of those in the 7th, I think, or something like that. It's something like that because he just gets dragged towards this humongous bandsaw, or something like that. That's one of the traps. Another one of the traps is someone's in a cage and they got to negotiate something, and if they don't, the cage, the bottom of the lid will basically it'll drop and they will fall onto a bed of knives. It's nice. I think I've been hanging around you way too long.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get a bit statistical. But anyway, we've got one more thing on the show, by the way. To end the show, we've got a special guest.
Oh yeah.
He's been known as one of the greatest internet phenomenons of all time.
And he's the second person to piss me off.
Who was the first?
You.
Oh. Well, let's hope that his fate is better than mine was, because I've had to do a show with you for 2 years. Welcome, the Annoying Orange! Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Yeah. Hey, Aaron. Have you got an errand for you? Yeah. Sledgehammer! Well, that was quick. What a way to end the show. You killed him. Well, it took him well, to be honest, there's a bit of character in every single episode which has died, and it's not him. But Aaron, could you go into the kitchen and make some nice orange juice? Go on.
Yeah, cool.
Thanks. Right. Anyway, it's been, that's the end of the show, I guess. It's been a great show. Aaron's currently making us some orange juice from the dead internet phenomenon. So we'll see you for, I guess our next episode will be our 2nd year special on December the 18th. And,
there you go.
Oh, thanks. Aaron, could you please get that, woman? The woman who you killed, could you please get her out of the studio? She's not dead, you know.
Is she?
No, look, her eyes are open. I got an idea. Put her in a game. Oh! Go on, just sort it out, right? Ready? Is it all ready?
Yeah, all rigged.
Right. Wake her up, please. Try something she doesn't like. A cat meow. Go on. You squeeze the cat.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, old woman. Wanna play a game? You are currently strapped to loads of explosives that we have just bought from the shop and our local pub. You have exactly 50 seconds to get out of the explosives, which are currently mangled into your flesh and bones. You must rip them out as quick as possible. If not, they will self-destruct. They will self-destruct at midnight, actually.
What time is it?
11:59 and 55 seconds. Oh, shit. Sorry, no, hit the deck. Whoa, look at the blood. I think we've done that better than Jigsaw did, actually.
Well, I don't want to diss Jigsaw as my boss, but
yeah. Oh God, her blood's got all in my orange juice.
Oh, well, I don't care. It adds to the flavour.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this episode of Radio CAD. That's about it for now. We've sadistically murdered the annoying orange and the woman.
This has been like a psychotic, sick episode.
This has been Saw CAD, hasn't it? This is Saw CAD. This is the Saw CAD episode. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We've enjoyed making it, and we'll see you for our I was about to say our final episode then. No, our final episode of the year on the 18th of December for our 2nd year anniversary. We'll see you then. Goodbye.
Chris,
Yeah.
why are we rigged up to a Mensa?
Oh, thank God the electricity went out. Yeah! Game over, Jigsaw.